Good day, everybody. I hope you're well. I had a haircut on Tuesday, and I'm feeling a lot fresher and a lot better about myself. It's amazing what a good trim can do, and hopefully we are resuming normality in the world, but fingers crossed. Anyway, today I wanted to do a video a little bit different on logbooks, which I have a lot of. So I did a little tidy up the other day, which was when I came across these and kind of sparked the idea to do a video. The first one, or the earliest one I have, is from the 6th of the 5th, 2010, which was a decade ago and before my first ever bodybuilding show. So yeah, I have been tracking for a long time. I've been logbooking for a long time. Obviously, I believe in it greatly. I think it's really important. And what's the purpose of it? So mainly it's going to be used if you follow like a progressive overload approach to training. Obviously, it's a way of tracking data, tracking your training progress, tracking your journey. It's effectively just a training journal. So you're going to write down the sessions you do, and then you can check, that you're making progress, week in, week out, month in, etc., for an extended period. Obviously, things will change. You're never going to make unlimited progress on one movement in one rep range forever. But again, the logbook allows you to look back and see, have you stalled? Have you hit a stalling point where you need to change things? The benefits of it are, in my opinion, huge, because 99% of us, if we're looking at maximum sort of muscle gain, we need to follow a progressive overload format. And if you're just going in the gym and winging it, there will be the genetic elite who can go by feel and who can get away with that. But for most of us, if we want to make the most efficient form of progress, we need to have a structure plan. We need to have we need to be committed to it. And we need to follow it through for a very, very long time, because nothing comes overnight, especially in this game. Like I said, this is 10 years worth of hard work, and it's got me a long way, but I still feel like there's loads more to come. If you look back at 10 years of growth, we're talking, kind of a little bit over 100 pounds, I think, of kind of stage weight, which is a lot, but again, it's a long period of time. So anyway, are there any kind of negatives to a logbook? In my opinion, the only thing you need to watch out for, and this more applies to the general kind of rules of progressive overload, is making sure that you don't just start focusing so much on numbers and weight that you ignore form and technique and safety. At some point your ego will probably get ahead of you and you will push a little bit too hard, but it's making sure that you don't consistently do that. Execution suffers, joint health suffers, injuries occur. So again, you can use this in a positive way with that regard, because you can see if there does come a point where you need to change an exercise. You can be definitely be very aware of execution, standardize that. Once execution is standardized, then all the progression you see should be real progression. Don't go doing a 100 kilo squat for 10 perfect reps one week and then 180 kilo squat for 10 absolutely diabolical reps the next week, because obviously on paper it looks like you've made an insane amount of progression, but the fact of the matter is, if someone watched you do that, they would not think that was a good thing. So yeah, just be conscious of that. How you write in it is completely individual. Harry Potter, obviously, this is my latest one. So I just write each session as I do it, and then I'll refer back to the previous session and see what numbers I should be hitting. Some guys will use it more even as a diary. They'll write in how they're feeling, the cardio they're doing, if there have been any food changes on their plan, etc. I just tend to use it for training. You will find an odd note in here if I had a bad session, or if I've had an injury. Like sometimes my lower back can be a bit of an issue, so I might have to manipulate sessions. But ultimately, if you don't logbook and you're serious about muscle growth, I think you should look into it. If you want the most effective response, definitely get a Harry Potter logbook. And if you've got any questions, let me know. But hopefully that's been kind of useful. I thoroughly enjoyed looking back through these, so I thought I would share. And hope you enjoyed.